And then you got the times when Democrats, leftists, I'm going to use them interchangeably. You got the time when these leftists were so outraged at a crime because they thought it was a hate crime. They thought it was a white man doing something to a minority. And they were so outraged, and they went on Facebook and they gave speeches, and, late night comedians are giving speeches and crying about how upset they are. And then it turns out in some of these cases, first of all, a lot of these cases are actually faked. Nothing actually happened. And then they just disappear. The media doesn't talk about them. And then the other times, there is a black person behind. Oh, it wasn't a white person. It turns out that the person who did this thing, this hate crime or this fake hate crime, was a black person. And then what happens? All of that outrage, like the little girl, Jasmine something. The young lady, I'm going to keep bringing this up. Young lady was shot. She was killed while her mom was driving on the highway. She's in the back seat. Some guy pulled up behind her, pulled up next to her, shot inside of her car, killed the little girl. I saw people giving all these speeches about white supremacy and injustice, and my heart is breaking and all of this. And then it was what? A week later, it turned out like the person who the police actually believed did it was a black dude. Where were these people calling for justice? They were silent. This is what happens. When a white person does something, I'm so outraged. I'm so hurt. I feel so strong. I care so much about the victims. And then when a black person does something, it's just like, It's almost like y'all don't think that black people can do better. It's almost like you think that you've accepted the fact that black people commit crimes, which by definition is actually racist.